Yo guys, Loon here, coming at you with another Retribution Paladin PvE video. It's going to be about mainly raiding DPS, usually the stuff that's not PvP. Anyways, let's go start with the spec. Okay, it's pretty much going to be the same thing as the PvP spec, only a slight different tweaks every now and here. You know, 3 points in Crusade, 2 points in Improved Judgment, 3 points Rule of Law, 2 points of Pursuit of Justice. It's really not a big deal, but you kind of need it for the improved running speed, 15% right there. Next tree we got Communion, 3% more damage for your party and raid, and then 2% extra for you. 3 points in the Art of War because you keep getting those exo crits and exo hits. Keep it going because it goes along with your glyph that I'll explain later. 2 points in Long Arm of the Law. Keeps combat pretty smooth, makes you go a lot faster when you you get knocked back. You need to use that. Run back to the boss real quick. Start that DPS again. I go into Divine Storm for those fights that need to be AoEing down the ads. I use that in conjunction with Seal of Righteousness so I can help out and also buff up my DPS a significant amount. I go into Sacred Shield, just for those fights that are really healing intensive. And it usually gets a kill if I'm the last one standing. Sanctity of Battle. This is the big one right here. You must have this in order to affect from Bloodlust, because this will make your Crusader Strike have a 2-second cooldown approximately. Next up is Seals of Command. This will make your seals do slightly more damage, and it pretty much makes your Seal of Righteousness cleave all over. 3 points in the Sanctified Wrath for our extra, crit on the Hammer of Wrath, and a shorter cooldown on your main DPS cooldown. This one I put 2 points in the Selfless Healer, mainly just because I like to heal the tank every now and then if he's getting low on health. Healers they're human. They can't really, heal everybody. They can't be perfect, so I get it just in case. Moving on. Repentance, 1 point. Pretty much a polymorph. That's on a minute cooldown. It's not bad. I get it just because if you're doing a random and you don't have any classes that can CC from range, you can use this. It's not that bad. Now, Divine Purpose is your big one for PvE and PvP. 50% chance to cause your next Holy Power ability to consume no Holy Power, and the cast of 3 Holy Power consumed. So this gives you a lot of extra DPS. Here you go to Templar, boom, extra 3 Templar right there. Moving on. Inquiry of Faith, 3 points. Increases the periodic damage of your Seal of Truth by 30% and the duration of Inquisition by 200. It's a pretty big dot. Singer, and Inquisition you pretty much have to keep on at all times. Top it off with Zealotry. Red Pallies, we all know what that does. Don't even have to explain it. Splash Taunts, 2 points in Seal of the Pure. 12% more seal damage. Let's take it. Judgments of the Pure increases your casting and melee haste by 9%, and mana regeneration increased by 30% in combat. The mana regen not really a big deal in combat because we get all our mana back from using Judgment, but the haste is alright. Better than anything else you get in this part of the tree. And then 2 points in the Arbiter of the Light. Increases the critical effect chance of your Judgment and Templar's Verdict by 12%. It's quite a big number. And the last 2 would be in Blazing Light, which increases the damage of your Holy Shock and Exo. Retribution Paladin is going to be about Exo. Let's move into the Glyphs. Nah, I'm not the best PvEer in the world, but these Glyphs kind of work for me. So I'll go into Glyph of Exo, 20% more damage over 6 seconds. The main one right here, Glyph of Templar, 15% more Templar damage. And Glyph of Judgment. I put this one in mainly because I have way too much expertise, so I had to shave off 10. And now your majors and minors really don't matter. It just depends on your situation of the fight. It's PvE, so it's not going to be that exciting. So let's look at our gear. Notice that my hit chance is 8%, and my expertise is at least over 20. Actually, that's incorrect. You must have 26 expertise in order to be PvE capped. So I need to change that. Now, my weapon really shouldn't have a Pyrium weapon chain. It should really have a landslide on it, but this is the best weapon I have. And, you know, it's pretty expensive to get all these, you know, the Gladiator Great Swords, so I'm alright with this one. I don't PvE too much, but hey, figured I'd make a guide just for you guys. Now I have the 4 set of the T13 Dragon Soul. Some of it's Raid Finder gear, but I used it mainly for that 4 set. Because while you have Zealotry active, you can have 18% more damage along with your Avenging Wrath. So that's about an extra 38% of damage. Alright, the main thing right here. We're going to start DPS. The main priority right here is going to be your Crusader Strike. Only if you're unable to use Templar, and if you're unable to use Inquisition, or if it's already on, you already have it up. So let's start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Guardian, and I'm going to Crusader Strike at the same time to start ramping up. So here we go. 1 Holy Power, 2 Holy Power. Going to Holy Wrath to keep up that filler. Now I'm going to Inquisition. Crusader Strike again. Get my Ancient Power stacks to 15. And I'm going to pop all 3 of my cooldowns and start going really hard right here. Hammer of Wrath only if you're unable to Crusader Strike and Templar. Exo if you cannot Hammer of Wrath, and Judgment, and then Holy Wrath. Now keep it going until your burst goes. I just missed right there. Keep going until you're all out. Make sure you keep Inquisition up, and it's pretty much a priority system. After Templar, Judgment, Crusader. Oh, an Exo proc. Got it right there. Currently I'm pulling around 24k DPS in pretty decent gear. It's pretty much Firelands and 5-man gear, but it's pretty decent. I'm going to keep doing this for about another 2 minutes, and we'll see where we are after that. Notice I'm waiting to the very end to renew my Inquisition to get the very most DPS I can out of my Holy Power. Sometimes I'll Judgment before an Exo proc just to get that extra Holy Power. And this guy keeps parrying. That's pretty nice. Perfect for a video. Anyways, let's keep going on the Templar. Double Templar combo right there. The combat is very random for Retribution Paladins, so try not to be discouraged if you're new to this. It takes kind of a learning curve to take, and it's not, it's no Arcane Mage DPS, so, but it's decent. After this, 1 more Crusader, 1 more Templar, and that's it. About 22k DPS. Not bad, but it could always be better. It's mainly because I'm actually way under the expertise cap, so it actually should be at 26. Please note that this is supposed to be 26 and not 21. Therefore, I am not allowed to have an extra talent, or an extra glyph, excuse me, that will give me more damage, but I should really rather get Seal of Truth for the extra expertise. And I have corrected that mistake, and I really hope that you guys do not make that mistake. Alright guys, well this has been a pretty short video. Didn't take much thought. I've been very busy, and rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.